I sold 800, but I sold this 800 is we got capital gain, right? Because you purchase is 10.25 and $11. Then your sell price is 11.20. So that's higher than that. Then you have roughly you have a roughly idea that you make money, right? Because your sell price is higher than your purchase price. So you make then in this case, you just in this case you just in this case you know that's make money. So make money you got capital gain, then you calculate. Okay, on here when you sell is August 20, then your sell price is 11.25. Okay, is 11.05 cents. So the sale price is 11.05 cents, but your purchase loss is higher than your sale price. So you have idea that means you got capital loss. So the capital loss, they have a special rule for capital loss. The capital loss is when you sell stock, the purchase time and your sell time I think in 20 days. Okay, in 20 days. In 20 days, that means if you purchase is August 2nd or after August 2nd, okay, like for example is August 5th, then if this one is August 5th, you purchase 1,000, then at 11.20, then you sell it is on August 20, you sell 1,000. So in this case you don't. That's possible. You if you have a capital loss, then you don't need to do the capital loss. Okay, we said in 20 days you purchase and you sell in 20 days. Then in this case is if you lost, the CRA deem is not capital loss. Deem is superficial loss. So what superficial loss is, you just you don't need to calculate your capital loss. You just like you're just doing this one is okay. You just doing like here. Okay. You're only doing is subtract. That's minus 1,000 is minus 1,500. Then you minus you still calculate. Okay, you still calculate the cost. So the cost is still 16,890, but you don't need got capital loss. You don't need to do this calculation because it is in 20 days. If you purchase, then you sell is in 20 days. Don't calculate capital loss. Okay, don't calculate capital loss, but the calculation is the same. You need to subtract that cost, and then you continue. Okay, the continue by the end of year. Okay, you continue. So that means you in 2021, your capital gain is 515. Don't subtract the 360 because it's in 20 days. The last one I said. Okay, for example, if this one is August 2nd. If this one is August 2nd, okay? If this one is August 2nd, because there's the purchase day and the sale day is in 20 days. Within 20 days, anytime within 20 days, then you lost. We said is a subsufficient loss. That means if in this case happen, the CRA not allow you to calculate capital loss. You just put then you don't need do the calculation is this one, okay? The capital loss, you don't is minus 360. So you're still doing like this, okay? You're still doing this one. Then you carry on next year. Then you got the total, right? You have a total is this amount, subtract 47,300, subtract 16,890. So these you subtract is so what you subtract? Then I need to find my calculator. So what this one is 47,300 subtract 16,890. So is 30 110 410. So this one is so this one is by end of year, right? By end of year, your cost is here. So that so what share you got is the share is how many share you left is 4,200 subtract 1,500. So it's 2,700. Yeah. So that's what they left. So you know this one is in your account, okay? So this one is in your account. This one is in your account. But in 2021, the capital gain is 515. Okay, you need to pay 515 you need to pay the 515 capital gain. There's no capital loss. You cannot subtract the capital loss because there's a transaction. Because the transaction is in because the transaction is in this transaction is in 20 days. So if in 20 days you sell and you purchase in 20 days, you don't count capital loss. Okay, you don't count capital loss. So that's the special rule. Anyway, this one is a little bit confused. Okay, but for your accounting, for the accounting student, you need to know this one. Okay, you need to know this one. That's for inventory. So you know that it's good for your calculate for inventory. So when you do inventory, right? So the inventory, we have an inventory. So beginning of this month, beginning of year 2021. So beginning in 2021, the inventory, for example, this one's the inventory, okay? It's not a stock. So this one is the project. The product A, for example, is product A. So so for the inventory, beginning of this year, so product A is the cost. The inventory cost is 0, right? In 2021, is 0. Inventory beginning of the year is 0. By the end of year, how much end of year inventory? End of year is this one, 30,410. That's the end of year, the cost. Okay, you're decounting. With decounting, we only calculate the cost. We don't care that how much this one. This one is your warehouse. The warehouse you got somebody to take care of your warehouse. They account how many products they have. They don't care how much that money. The money is accounting. Okay, we are counting. We care about that. Then we also in your book you also have this one in your record. Also, you have quantity in your record, but the quantity, how much the quantity is the warehouse person, they will the warehouse person, they will take care of that. Okay, they only take care, warehouse person, they only take care of that quantity. The some quantity, like for example, and in your book is 2,700, but something is, the broken, or if there's like milk or something, there the their expired day, so you need to throw out, right? And the food you need to throw out, so they might not 2,700. Okay, they might not 2,700. They probably is 2,000. So, but this one doesn't change. Okay, the money doesn't change. So this one is that the guy is in warehouse. They take care of them. Okay, they take care of them. Some product that we purchased is 2,700, but sometimes it's broken, right? The things is they damage it, so that's probably the only is 2,690, something like that. Even there's all the food is over expiry date, then you need to throw out. So this one is probably is 2,000 or 1,000 something. So that quantity. So the quantity, then the guy is in warehouse. They will say, okay, something damaged, then it's not 2,700. But this one is never changed. Okay, this one is never changed. The cost is never changed. Okay, when you when you sell something, when that the sell something like sell 1,000 or something, then you just use that amount divided by the quality. Okay, divided by quality. So if the quality is 2,000, so you use this amount divided by 2,000, then you find the cost, because the cost goes up because of the damage. Okay, because of the damage, then it goes up. The cost goes up, then you the sale price is, sale price is a certain price, right? So that's the thing. In our accounting, we always have a beginning of inventory. The inventory at the beginning of the cost, then the inventory at the end of this inventory. End of inventory is this amount. The beginning is 0. For this example is 0. For next year, for 2020, then the beginning of inventory is 30. So is 30,410. Okay, that's the beginning. Then the end of year, we just calculate here. Okay, you purchase, then you sell, is every time you have to do that. Now is doing computer now. That's the easy computer. They have a system. They have a system as long as you put as long as you put that number there. Okay, they will calculate for you. They automatically calculate for you. Before, like I did, is I was accountant in China. We just doing manually. Okay, doing manually. We just doing that. I'm accountant in China. I'm accountant in China for 8 years. Okay, when I graduate from university, then I do the accounting at some very big company. They sell machines, sell motorcycle. Sell lots of things. Okay, that's a very big company. So I did. When I graduate, when I graduate from school, because China is a communist party, right? So that time is from graduate at university. They sent me to that big company, that the state-owned company. The state-owned company, the first things, whatever, even I have diploma, bachelor diploma, but I still have to work at a warehouse. So that's warehouse that I work at. Okay, warehouse for 6 months. I work at a warehouse for 6 months. So that I did is I just in charge of that quantity. Okay, you every month, because that time is is 30 years ago. That time is we don't have a computer in China, so what we did is just use that book. Okay, use the book, you write down. So how many quality every time you by the end of month you have to check. Product A, how many left? Product B, how many left? If something damaged, then you need to put notes. You need to put notes, and you have to write a piece of paper. Then this paper is sent in to the accountant. Then the accountant you send in that say, okay, product A is damaged, and the reason damaged is probably the is something when the shipping damaged or something. So then in this case then you then the quantity is decreased, right? So you for the warehouse, you only take care of the quantity. You don't care about the money because you don't know the money. When the something is coming, okay, that's purchase something coming. You only calculate the quantity, not the money. You don't need. Okay, how much money the purchase or something is accounting. Take care of them. You just do the quantity. That's it. Very simple, easy. So but for me is at the first 6 months I work at a warehouse. I think that the warehouse some student my friend and one of my friend, but she graduated at another university. She is accounting as well, but it's not the same as university as idea as I did. But she's just complained, says because this job is very simple. You just calculate, okay? You just calculate the quantity. You don't need take care and nothing. So she just complained because she learned lots of things, but it's unuseful, right? It's useless. So because you calculate the quantity is a high school student, even there's elementary student, they can do. They don't need education. But for me, I still think it's helpful because I know the process. Then after many years, when I find because you're counting, you take care of that amount. You take care of the amount. Then the total amount, you still watching out that quantity. Otherwise, you cannot. You're only watching this one. Then you cannot. Then when you sell, you cannot find the profit, right? The profit you still cannot find out. So you still watching the quantity. Sometimes the guy is at a warehouse. They sometimes they made a mistake, or sometimes they just mix up. So when I have this experience, then I always communicate. If I find something superficial, then I will talk to them. Okay, help them to fix it, because I have experience in the warehouse, and that's that's my experience is any job you have to pay attention to it. Okay, you put your effort on, pay attention to it, and you will get that's not useless. Any job, okay, any job is not useless. So anybody have question for this one? Anybody have a question for this one?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If there's no, then we finish that. Okay, that's the only simple one. So you need, if you have, continue, okay? And continue if you have, and then you continue, you find out. So, So for this one, as long as you got the cost, right? As long as you got the cost, then you go to then you fill out the schedule 3. Then you fill out the schedule 3 like I did the schedule 3, right? Then you fill out the schedule 3. Then you fill out the schedule 3. You cannot fill out a T5008. Okay, you cannot do T5008. You cannot do T5008 because you don't have a box 20, the cost or book value. You cannot. There's no book value for this one. It's only the outlet is $45 and the 28 is process money. The process and the share is on box 16. So they only tell you share. They only tell you the process and the settlement amount. They only tell you this one. Then the outlet. They only tell you this one. So you need to find out the cost. So in this case, the cost, you cannot use that T5508. You only do the manually. Okay. What you only do is you're doing manually. So you're doing manually is schedule 3. Okay, so the schedule 3 you will put on here and the number. Okay, so you put down the number. How many numbers? Okay, like for example. So for this one, how many numbers we sell? We sell 1,500, right? We sell 1,500 and sell 800. So total is 2,300. Total is 2,300. Then the ABC LTD. So what you're doing is what they're doing is 2,300. Then the name is LTD. ABC LTD. Right? So the share's name. Then the year of acquisition is 2021. 2021. We purchased first purchase, okay, is in 2021. Then the process of disposition. So the process of disposition, you need to find out. We need to add up 2 things.
Is it 8960 and plus 16,500?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's this one, right? So 8960 plus 16,575. So there's usually normally this one they will give to you is on. Normally you just plus here because you got the two T5008. You add up. Okay, you add up. That's this one is easy. So 25,535, 25,000. So this one is 25,535. So this one is the sale price. You add up this one's easy, right? You add up all the T5008. Then we just put this one's easy. And the column 4 is outlier. So outlier is 90. 245 is 90, right? So this one is these 2 information. There's 3 informations. Oh well, where this gone? It's 2,300, right? So these all the informations. These all the informations is from T5008. T5008. You add all the things. Then this one the cost column the column three. Column 3 is ACB adjusted cost basis ACB. So the ACB is you need to find out, right? So we already find out is here. We already find out is here. So we find out is here 8,400. Then another one is 16,890. So it's 25,290. That's 25,290. Okay. Then they will give to you. The system is automatically they give to you 155, right? 155, 155. So the system is automatically give to you. That's capital gain in 2021. Okay, in 2021. Then you got that's the total capital gain. So taxable capital gain is $77.50. Okay, so that this how you this is how you do you do on state tax. Okay. On the state tax, so that's complicated. Some people, I got some people they doing lots of stocking. They do lots of things like this. When they do tax return, so you got lots of calculation. We just HR block. They only set one person to do the calculation to do this one. Okay, only do this one. As long as they did this one, they just give to another senior. Then the senior is they just put the data there. They just put the data to do the tax return. For the junior, some junior they just training. What the training is to this one. Okay, the first year, they just doing this. They just doing on this one on the paper. Okay, they're just doing on this one. So there's because I just give to you is one stock. There's some people they got lots of stock, right? And the lots of transaction. Then also you need to pay attention for the 20 days. If the 20 days the sale, the purchase and sale, then they don't count capital loss. They just doing like this. They don't count capital loss. It's only for reduce your the book value, the reduced book value. That then they just and also I used to did this one when I work at HR Block, and it's 20 years ago. Okay, I work at HR Block. Then for this one, then also for this one is not every senior can do this. So the junior, not every junior can do this. They only pick up the junior. They will they are doing very good calculation, and they will very careful. Okay, so this one is you have to very careful. For some for some people they are just careless. Okay, they just they don't care. So they don't pick up the person doing this calculation. Okay, so I did this calculation for one client, for a whole day, because he get lots stock and the lots transaction. Then I have to do the one by one. Okay, I have to do the one by one. Then finally I give to the senior, that the like say the ABC Ltd. Another one is BCD Inc. So something like that. Lots. Okay, loss. I give final. The final one is you give the final result. Okay, the final result is you only calculate is this result. Okay, that the column 3 is harder. But this one is this one is easy. Okay, that's the number of share, and the column 2 and the column 4 is easy. You just use that all the T5008 you calculate, then you put Excel in there. Okay, put Excel in there. That's easy. So I only need to use this one. Okay, then I hand in to the senior. Then the senior will put like schedule 3. They will do schedule 3. They just that's lots easy. When you got that number, it's lots easy. Okay, that's all. So next one, dividend. So next topic is dividend. What time now? Yeah, we still have a half an hour. So after I want for dividend. Okay, dividend is easy. After dividend, I'm going to do RRSP. RRSPs, okay? RRSP is important. Then before we have 30 minutes. So what I'm doing is, and I just remember that some student asked me, you already finished your tax return, right? So when you finish tax return, but you're missing your T2202, okay? But you're missing your T2202. So what my suggestion is you use this one, okay? Now you use this studio tax. Then you put your name and your wife's name there, okay? You put all the information in. You put all the information in, your information including T4, okay? Even you already did your T4 return. You still need to put your T4 and you still need to put your T2202. So when you put T4, T2202, then you go to schedule 11, right? So we know, because we know that as long as you have a tuition, you need to prepare schedule 11. So when you prepare schedule 11, you check the same thing. You check if the notice of assessment in 2020, do you have unused federal tuition education amount? Check your notice of assessment 2020, put on line 1. Then this one is Canada training credit. You put here. Then you just go through this one. Is the important line is 2023. So if you think 23 have a number, that's 23 have a number is available to transfer. Then you have a spouse, then you transfer. Okay, you click on this one, then you transfer here. Then you transfer. As long as you got your transfer, you go to your own T1. Okay, the first thing is you go to your own T1. Your own T1, then you're on page 6. On page 6, there is 101. 101 is your tuition and the education amount. You should have something here. Okay, you should have something 101 here. Then you should have something 101 here. Then you do adjustment. Okay, what your adjustment is, first thing is schedule 11. So schedule 11 is the schedule 11. Then you just says, okay, schedule 11. You just mention, you just mention is schedule 11 line 1. How much? Line 1 previous number is 0. Now current award, and then this current one is how much? Then line 4 is how much? Then you put then you, if you want to transfer, then you will see if you have a transfer amount to your spouse, then you have to see line 24. Line 24 amount is if you want to transfer whole amount, okay? If you want to transfer whole amount, so line 24 amount is the same as 23. So you need to mention line 24, okay? Line 24, then line 25, what is left. Then you go to T1, the line 100. Line 100 is how much? Okay, the T1 line 100, no, not line, yeah, not line 100, it's line 101.
103.
Yeah, but don't put 101, okay? Put the line 32300, okay? Make sure, don't put line 1. Line 101. Line 101 is for me. I usually say 101 is easy. I just lazy. But when you do a T1 adjustment, you need to say line 32300. How much there? Okay. Then because your spouse's your spouse's return is not finished, then you don't need to do the adjustment. Okay, you don't do adjustment, but you prepare is use that. You use that software to prepare. Okay, that's pretty much is here. So let's see. Because I still have a time, I still can do is but attach. Make sure you attach your T2202. T2202, you make a copy, okay? Because that hold on. Because that's the T1 adjustment, you cannot submit online. So you only can mail it. So you mail it, you put your envelope there, okay? You put your envelope, then you attach T2202. So you see everybody, okay? There's a T1 adjustment is but make sure your T1 you have to check many times. Make sure your T1 adjustment is correct, okay? T1 adjustment is very important. So don't do the wrong things. Otherwise, here, okay. So that's the T1 adjustment. So when you find the T1 adjustment, when you go to the T1 ADJ, T1 adjustment, I used to tell you, right? So you make sure you go to variable, PDF variable, this one, okay? Don't go this one. This one is you only print out, then you use your the pen to handwriting. So this one variable is better. The variable, when when you're done, you just print out that's lost. The CRA will like it. Handwriting sometimes is. So it's here, right? Then your insurance number, then you want correct tax year is this year, 2021. Then the same address is returned. If you're not moved, same address is returned. Then you don't need the fill out is here. Okay? The column that the area B is you ask somebody else to do for you. Okay? You ask for example, you ask HR block representative. They have a rep ID. They have a rep ID. So you don't need to do anything on column the area B. You only do area C. Area C like a schedule 11. You can do schedule 11 SCH. Okay, schedule. Schedule 11. Line, like for example, line A1, line 1. Okay, so line 1 you have to So what line 1 is schedule 11. Schedule 11, line 1 is here. Unused federal tuition, education, and textbook amount. Then from your 2021 notice of assessment or reassessment, you just put the unused federal education, federal tuition amount. Okay. Then you just put here, federal. Amount. Previous amount is 0. Then you want increase. You want the increase. Amount of change, okay? You want the increase how much? For example, if it's 4,500, that's the reversed amount. So increase, because it's 0, then the increase is the amount of change is 4,500. Okay, something like that. That's easy. Okay, then I said you go to schedule 11 line 1, then the schedule 11 is line 4, and so schedule 11 line 4. Line 4. So schedule 11 line 4 is Canada training credit, right? So Canada training credit. Okay, if you don't know credits, I think. If you don't know, you just check the name, okay? You just check the name. Like I said, if you don't know, you just check the name, schedule, the line 4, schedule 11. Here is the schedule 11, line 4. So you just check the name. Oh, this has your Canada training credit limit. Canada training credit limited here. If you have, okay, if you have it, then you put. And also, if you have something on line 23, then you need to put line 24. How much? Line 24. Okay. And if you have, okay, you need to transfer. You need the transfer. How much you need to transfer? This one is show you how much you transfer. But when you do tax return, you make sure you check this box. Check this box, then you transfer.
I have a question on that schedule.
Yeah. Schedule 11?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me.
So, my husband has a CPC, but on his NOA, he has no unused federal tuition because he's not a student that year.
You means your husband doesn't have anything here, line 1.
Yes.
Line 1 is 0.
Yes.
Line 1, if line 1 is 0, that's you leave it. That's the 0.
Just skip it.
Yeah, then skip it.
Okay,
Just 0.
then,
That's not always have. But next year you probably have. Okay, next year, because
Okay.
next year is on line 25. This year, line 25 go to the line 1. Okay, next year you probably have, because the first year you don't have any unused tuition carry forward. That means in previous year you don't have. That's the first year you have a tuition.
Okay, but then, ma'am, the CPC, I have to put it, or can I use it next year?
Yeah, of course
Is
you
it
can
carry
use.
over? Okay.
Yeah. If of course you don't need to do anything here, but if you want to get money, if you claim this year, you get money in this year right away. But if you forgot, some students they forgot, they call me, they panic. You don't need to panic. So next year you accumulate. Okay. For example, this year is maximum is 750, but you didn't use that. Then next year they add up another 250. Then next year is goes in your account is 1,000. Then you just claim 1,000. Okay. Then you just claim 1,000 on line 4. That's it. But otherwise, you this year you claim 750, then next year you only get 250. That's the same. Okay, it's only just it's just you the 750 is CRA hold that. Okay. Yes.
So, ma'am, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, if there's no amount on line 1, but
Yeah.
on the NOA, there's a CTC,
Uh-huh.
I can file that without amount on line 1. I can still file the CTC.
Yeah. Yes, still. Then you carry on. There's if nothing on line 1, just leave it. Okay, just leave it. Then you put you have a something on line 4. Then you put on line 4. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They still work. Then I just tell you because in the class I just tell you if something on line 1, because if I don't tell you, then there's some student they will they will confuse if you have a line 1, you lost that money. Okay, so I just put that one. But it's I know there's lots of students. It's for your first year. You don't have anything on line 1. Okay, you don't have anything on line 1, so you don't need to put on here. So we are continue. Okay, we are continue. So I said, online. I said that the line 24, if you want transfer to your spouse. So line 4 is the federal amount. You transfer to your spouse. Okay, you transfer to your spouse. So you just copy this name. Okay, copy this name.
Excuse me, Miss Helen, are you sharing screen?
Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you to telling me. Sometimes I do forgot. So here is so if you want to transfer, okay, if you want to transfer your tuition amount to your spouse, so you make sure you says line schedule 11 line 24, then the name is federal amount. Federal amount you are transfer to your spouse. Okay, you are transfer to your spouse. Then here you just copy this one. Okay, and this federal amount you transfer is specified on your tuition forms. So that then you just write this number, then put the line for how much you transfer. Okay, so you got like this one. So I just continue that credit limit. Then is the previous amount is 0. Then if you apply for a 750, if you have a 750, then the change is 750. It's still increase, right? Still you need to put a plus. That's a plus 750. Then the schedule 11. Still schedule 11, line 24. 24. Then the federal education amount transfer. Tuition amount. Okay, then you just previous is 0. Then you want to transfer how much? If, for example, you want to transfer 1,500. This one whole amount. Okay, then this one is previous is 0. Then you want to increase here. Then you want to increase is 1,542.20. That's whole amount. Okay, for example, okay. So this amount you want to transfer full amount, then the line 24 is same as line 23, right? So that when you got this one, then you then on your T1, that's the T1 line. I need to find the T1 line 101, okay? You cannot put line 101, but you just put on T1. So your tuition amount, okay? And on T1 is line 101. Line 101 is here. And the line is 32300. 32300, then it's tuition, your tuition, education, and the textbook amount. Okay, so 32300. You put this line, okay? Don't put the line 101, okay? That's it says my tuition. Amount. So in this one is how much. This one you will see how much. For example, is 520, 5,200. Then your previous is 0. Then you need an increase. Okay, the 5,200, something like that. Then you sign it. Okay, the date, then you sign signature. Okay, then you put number. Then with this you print out. Okay, this one you print out. The SIN number you have to know. Okay, SIN number. That's the SIN number. Don't forget your SIN number. Then you print out this page with your T2202 to send in CRA. Yeah, understand?
Yes,
Understand?
ma'am.
Yeah, if you don't know how to do it, you just take a picture, okay? Take a picture, take a screenshot, like take a picture, take a screenshot. If you don't know how to do this one, you take a picture, take a screenshot for your reference. So like I said, that's the T1 adjustment. The T1 adjustment is it's not the fun things to do, right? So you have to make sure you're doing right. And there's a number. You have to double check, triple check. Then you have to make sure you're doing right. Otherwise, don't do it, okay? So the T1 adjustment, you have to make sure 100% right. Because you already did something wrong, then you don't hand in that something, don't hand in the second time is wrong, okay? Otherwise, you're in trouble. Then the CRA will think you cannot do your tax return. Then you just you get higher chance to editing. They will see something wrong in your tax return. They will come to you. Okay, you don't want they come to you. Okay, so make sure you're doing right. Okay, you spend time. So this one you just print out. Then you write the address to send CRA. Okay, for the CRA address, you need to click on. You need to find out. Okay, you need to find out on CRA website to find out. And I think there's in Winnipeg. I think there's in Winnipeg somewhere. So they just in Winnipeg. They in charge of the east, the west part of Canada. Then the east part, they are I think in Toronto or somewhere. They are charged. Okay, so you need to find out. Okay, Alberta, for Saskatchewan, for Manitoba, and I think they are in Manitoba. And the office in Manitoba. You need to find out, okay? They just some office they charge certain province, and they have an address there. You need to find out. Then you send it in with your T2202 to send in. So any questions for that?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay.
I was doing our tax return, me and my husband, and I noticed that he has a Canada training credit limit, but he didn't he's not a student here, so how come he has a Canada training credit limit on his?
Still, you still can do. You just do schedule 11. Only fill out. You do schedule 11. Only fill out the line 4. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Only fill line 4. Then you put on that. Then you will got 750.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Because you don't have a T2202, right? Okay. So any other question? Any other questions? So if you don't have a question, let's take a break. I'm going to see you 10:15. After 10:15, we continue, okay? And after 10:15, we continue. So any questions, you ask me, then will be better. Because in class, somebody there's some the other students still learn, right? You have this question and somebody else they have a question. Okay, and that I'm going to see you at 10:16 and 10:15. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Alexa, stop.